Welcome home, darling. I made a lovely turkey for you in the oven. Shall I go fetch your slippers for you? Hey. I fail to do chores around the house because of my autistic inertia. Blame it on that or poor executive functioning skills. I choose comfort over clothes that look appealing. When I come home from work, the first thing I do is jump into my pajamas. So then that's what my husband sees all the time is my lovely stretch pants or my t-shirt and my socks. My facial expressions are misinterpreted by my husband all the time. It is not uncommon for me to hear this phrase,
"What's wrong with you? Why are you mad?"
If he's purely judging me on the way my face looks when he's at home, he would assume that I'm sad or mad from my flat effect because I've been at work all day masking. Or, to look at it another way, maybe they get my true self and that's a compliment they don't realize they're getting. I am more focused on myself or my hobbies. I am hyper-focused on what I enjoy doing because I can spend hours upon hours doing those things that I enjoy. When we are autistic, that is a hallmark trait, being hyper-focused on things. I'm not a cuddle bug. I am more likely to cuddle with my pillow at night. That is what's more comfortable to me. And I don't like the sensation of my skin touching, my legs touching. So that's another thing my husband has to deal with, but not really because he does the same thing. My need for rigid routines can be an issue as being an autistic wife because I need things a certain way in my day. I need to eat certain foods that can affect if we go out to eat at a restaurant because I'd rather have my peanut butter and honey sandwich. Or if we're packing to go on a trip, I have to pack tons of stuff that I have to have that I normally eat or normally wear. And so it does cause a challenge. Sometimes I don't always notice if my husband needs attention because I'm just so focused on myself, and he has to really let me know in a verbal way because I'm not going to read it from his body language probably. Some of the things I found online that can be a challenge for autistic spouses is potential difficulty with social cues, communication styles, sensory sensitivities, rigid routines, and a need for more direct communication. Being in a relationship with an autistic person can bring about authenticity, honesty, and other unique joys. Because autistic individuals usually express love through meaningful actions. Because we notice the details in our partners, I think that can give them a good sense of security, that we are loyal. So if consistency and stability are hallmarks of many autistic adult lives, then it can really lead to a strong, dependable relationship built on trust and mutual respect. In these relationships, there can be a deep appreciation for the beauty of the quiet moments. Quiet moments, there's plenty of those around my house. The need for constant social activity is replaced by a calm, peaceful coexistence. If you have an introvert in your life, they might be comfortable with you as an autistic person, or two autistic people. When you feel comfortable around the person you love, around your spouse or significant other, it can be an amazing feeling. And there's no need to conform to societal expectations when it's just you and the person you love. You might also share intense interests with your spouse or significant other. It can lead to new passions and interests for things you enjoy doing together. You just need to remember that an autistic adult is capable of loving someone and feeling love for somebody, experiencing that truly. And we can bring unique qualities to a relationship and authenticity to a connection. You have a solution-based mindset. So if your partner has a problem, you are more determined to figure out how to help them with real solutions. You're more than a listening ear. You want to solve the problem. This really makes your partner feel like they are really cared for and loved. So I think that's a very positive thing about it. Sometimes my husband gets annoyed by my continuous suggestions. If he says he's not feeling good and he's sick, I give him 5 different things he can go do to take care of that. Whether he takes those suggestions is up to him, but it's his way of knowing that I care about him by giving suggestions. And there is a misconception that autistic people cannot feel love for other people or have empathy for other people, but that's just not true. We can be empathetic, but just in a different way, but we still experience empathy. And in fact, effective empathy, sometimes we can feel that emotion of that other person, even if we're not experiencing it ourselves. So, if you're an autistic wife or husband, can you relate to any of these? You have to find the humor in things sometimes to keep from crying about it. Now, am I saying that I do not enjoy being married or anything like that? Absolutely not. I love my husband very much, and I'm so grateful that he understands and cares and loves me anyway. So it makes all the difference, and he puts up with a lot. But it can definitely also be just as rewarding to have an autistic spouse. There's challenges in any type of relationship, autistic or not. So as long as you are each open with each other, you can get through it and you can do it. So it's important to remember that not all autistic people are the same. Not all marriages will be the same. This is just my experience. As an autistic wife, I have to remember to be communicative with what my needs are, and also to try to pay attention to my husband's needs. And that's something that I'm going to have to work on. So share what challenges that you have if you have an autistic spouse or significant other in your life. How is that a challenge for you and your relationship? And what tips do you want to share with everybody about that? Go down there and subscribe to this channel. We'd love to have you. If you like videos about adults with autism, I put out videos on a weekly basis. I would love to have you as part of this channel. And go watch this video right here. See you next time.